Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia, and today we're starting a brand new Let's Play for Card Shark. This is a game that we tried out previously. We had a run where we ended up getting ourselves killed by kind of pushing the limit of cheating at cards, which is the main theme of this game, which is set in 18th century France. And we're going to be starting a brand new Let's Play on the highest difficulty and hopefully don't get ourselves stabbed like last time. And this is just a warning for all the kids out there. And adults, gambling is not meant for you to win. And we're going to see all sorts of tricks of how to cheat. And we're playing this on the con artist difficulty where death is permanent, which is what got us killed last time, and hopefully we can avoid that this time by being a little bit more conservative. It's a story heavy game. And no matter which orders you pick the cards, it's always going to be the king first, as they have this part of the story preset. Then a 9. Sort of the origins of this script. And then we have a secret about a forgotten queen, which we get deeper into as we gamble our way from the streets all the way to the court. And you get to see a little sleight of hands, and we end up with the aces, of course. And our story begins in 1743, near Pau in the south of France. And we're about to show up in Mrs. Porterhouse's, or Miss Porterhouse's little inn here. That's us. And she's not very nice to us. So no matter what we do here, whether we go take care of a table or talk to her, she will basically ask us to do something after our first action. I prefer to just pet the dog. We are prone to seizures, and we are mute, so convulsion here means we have our problems. And that's our main, I guess, mentor here in the story. Comte de Saint-Germain, the Count of Saint-Germain, quite a legendary historical character. Known as the immortal alchemist. A lot of fictional stories and mysteries surrounding his life. Said to be living 500 plus years by some, and left behind quite a few works of literature and music. In the story here, he is our main cheat, someone who will be teaching us the gift of cheating at cards. Yep, our main character can't speak, and we have seizures. He believes we might have abilities, but nope. He just wants to butter us up so that we can help him cheat at cards tonight. So the suits of cards, yes, we do know. Clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. So our job is to pour and look at the 5 cards in our opponent's hand. And this game, this one in particular, works by how many of the same suit you have. So here, 3 clubs. So clubs would be his suit to be played, his best suit, and we have to make a signal for it, which is how we clean the table. So the patterns will be, heart will be a clockwise pattern. And spade will be the opposite of that, counterclockwise. Diamonds up and down. And finally, clubs would be side swipes. This is our practice run for our first trick. And I think he has hearts. Or diamonds. Yeah, this is the tricky part. Not overpouring, and definitely clubs. Clubs is sideswipe. Now he left without paying. So we're going to be paying for him. Better make some money back tonight. And this is our prey, our mark, Colonel Gabriel. And that's us. That's our cue. So we don't get to determine the best size here because we're not on the table. And if we ever have performance anxieties, we can check the reminder to see how to use this technique. 3 spades. Easy win. Every round will automatically double the base bet. That's a diamond. Technically, he doesn't have enough for a base bet. So we're getting taught the suspicion bar in the game. And as this build to the max, we get caught cheating, essentially. Just like here. The mistress goes, "No, honey, no, you had too much to drink. It's just some money playing cards. Don't do it. Don't do it." And there goes Miss Porterhouse. Very unfortunate indeed. And we started chapter 1, the Comte, or Comte. I'm a great believer in only worrying about those things we have control over, and we have no control over this craft, therefore we should not worry. Alright, so we are at the camp of the Casa Carrots. This is where the Comte is staying at. Inario, my friend, do you hear that in the breeze? The rustle of leaves, the murmur of the nearby brook. Yes, our good friend the Comte had come. So we have the magician and Inario, the 2 other companions of the Comte. And we're gonna make a foursome here. So we stay behind, we become the scapegoat for his crime. Poor, young, mute, and prone to seizures. And he is the thief. The Romanese, French term for gypsies. And we get to learn another trick. The classic 3-card Monty from Inario right here. Let's try to be friendly and patient. And look at the clouds. So let's learn it, even though we kind of already know how this works. We're looking for the queen. And here's the trick. Drop the top card, not the bottom card. So basically the queen is still in his right hand on the left there. Now in the middle. Alright. Since we played this part before, that's why it's not going to have a step-by-step tutorial of the trick. Or maybe he will. He thought it was luck that we guessed it right. So we are going to get a tutorial over it. And it's all about timing. And this is how you cheat. And then we get to pick any 2 cards to make a little swap. And he falls for it. Now we can meet the magician. So MacGregor, a new character here, is after the Comte. Alright, demonstrate our new trick. Mind reading. Alright, so I really don't like this control for the riffle, at least on the controller. Alright, so we just track the ace right there. Now we gotta pick a number, let's say we pick 3. So this is where, you know, player involvement. He does a little inefficient shuffle there. And indeed it is. Alright, so now we have our top card as the ace of diamonds, and we want the ace at the top because he picked the number 1. We make our first shuffle, the ace is in there. But if we keep shuffling, the ace is going to be gone. So instead, we do what's called an in-jogging. Basically, offset a card. Just like that. Alright, now we'll get a little practice run. Now we have to put it at a certain location. Now we have to slide a few more cards on top of the ace. Then in jog, and then finish the rest. Alright, so we want to do it 3 times this time. 1, 2, that's it. In jog, slide, 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 and we're good. No, we're good. Alright, so we can decide how much to donate, and I'm going to out-donate him, even though it costs us a good chunk here. We can read our journal. So our first entry would be back at the tavern, strange day, normal start, Miss P, terrible mood, hateful woman, a smart man said I have talent, Comte de Saint Germain, we can't spell, will help him play cards. Then we met Colonel Gabriel, Miss P is dead, we are about to leave. And then we're at the camp, we met the magician, and the Cascaro camp smells like smoke. We drew Colonel Gabriel, maybe we want revenge, killed Miss P, and we're hiding from someone named McGregor. And we're learning a new trick from a man named Inario, and the Comte have been spelling his name wrong. Indeed, we have. And we get to pick where to go. So there are 3 locations. You can see by the minimum bet, we can't go to the manor because we only have 10 coins in our pocket. We can go to the inn. We can go to the Parliament's cafe. We'll learn a new trick at each location. Now, I actually went ahead and tested some of these places out afterwards, so we do know a little bit more about them. Since last time we kind of failed here and lost our money, we're going to redeem ourselves at the Parliament's cafe and meet Voltaire. Toulouse. A city on the verge of a historical frenzy. Why? Hysterical frenzy. Protestant merchant killing his own son to prevent him from converting to Catholicism. And the legacy of the religious prosecutions inside. France continues. But that has nothing to do with us. We're just going to a cafe to gamble. We're going to stack the cards, yes. And after we gather... So, we can explain the trick, but we can just rehearse it and describe the trick since we already kind of did this one before. So he's in the first position. We want to give him all the high cards. So for example, this pile here, I have to grab them this way. So the ace goes first. He's still in first position. So I can grab this ace, for example, and grab this. Now he's in third position. So let's say we grab this pile and go this way. He ends up with triple aces. And then we just finish up with whatever cards. And then we can finish the deal. But to make sure that he gets this, we have to mark this. Now he cuts, and we deal, he gets the good cards. And that's the con. We got Jean-Baptiste Alun de Aumberg. There's a lot of letters in the end there that you don't pronounce. And we're caught cheating. Or he knows we're cheating, but he's very happy about it. Nobility are full of scammers and cheats, but he doesn't like a bad cheat. He prefers someone who can do it, you know, before he finds out, can't figure out how we cheated. And it's his friend Voltaire, who historically 1743, I did have to look this up, but I think he was summoned to Prussia by Frederick II, future Frederick the Great. Professional cheat. Corrupted soul. I mean, Voltaire was living with the mistress at this time, which I guess is more common during that period. Mistress and the husband of the mistress. So we're to demonstrate the cheating, but not get discovered by it. We can only bet 10 because I'm dirt poor right now. And his suspicion doesn't increase when we bet so low. Alright, it's going, so let's go. He's in fourth position. Get him the king here. He's still in fourth position. We need to do that so that we can give him... Let's do a queen for him. Now he's in third position. Let's give him the ace. And we need to just hurry it up so the suspicion bar doesn't build up too much, but it should be fine. Given that we're starting with the minimum bet, the suspicion bar doesn't have a head start. And we also can't raise the bet in any of the later rounds because we only have the minimum bet. Do we play to earn money or do we play for the mere pleasure of tricking your opponent? Of course we pick neither. It's for a grander scheme, a larger plot, until we can trick the sun. We cannot increase the bet limit, so once again, no change to the current suspicion meter, but he's in the fourth position. A couple easy piles to give him. Then we'll do one card, and then we'll do this one where we cannot make a mistake. pretty much 1 bar per round. And for most of the game, to complete an area, you need to beat them for 3 rounds. And once again, we have no more extra to bet. So we're once again, oh, and he's still the 4th position. And if we look at the cards, let's start with this. He'll still be 4th here. Do 3. Now he's in 1st position. And finally, he's the 2nd position. And we'll do this. And we're golden. They don't have enough for the next double. They only have 40 left. The next round will start at 80. As you can see, unusable means currently not available. There's another face to unlock, means there will be another round here in the future. And we can see our little note on Voltaire and the Parliament's Cafe. Toulouse, Toulouse, Toulouse is loud and smells bad, much like the rest of France. And missed the gentle street of Pau. We played with Voltaire, his friend. They enjoyed our cheating. And we'll move on to somewhere else. So we do have more money on us, and we can go to the manor and start with a 20 minimum bet, which means it'll be 20, 40, 80 for the 3 rounds. And it's the manor of Baroness de Beauregard. Has the look, the laugh, and the breath of a horse. Not a pretty woman. But we should never mock a rich lady. We want her money. Alright, this one is going to be a little bit advanced compared to our just pour the wine type of deal. So we had a signal before. Here we're going to take a look at their cards. He wants to know not only their strongest suit, in this case spades, he wants to know how many spades there are. And then we have to do it that many times. So we're looking for 1, 2, and that's it. Two diamond. The hardest part is the spying during the pour, in my opinion. This is a deck slip. Second deck, and he wants this ace on top. If I can riffle through. A little bent corner. Then we slip the deck right back into. This is sort of his little final thing. If we make it to the end, he has a little trick with that deck. Here comes that lady. And to get her money, despite her looks, we have to flatter her. Now, her artwork doesn't look like a horse. I think she looks fine. Alright, we can't bet anymore because we're not on the table this time. We're not playing. I believe it's 2 hearts. And we have to take a deck out this time. Ah, McGregor, the King's Advisor. So we now know who's after the Comte. Pretending he doesn't know he's after him. And we're going to get some court gossip if we keep playing. So the Comte wants to know about the 12 bottles of milk. Whatever that is. And we play the double. So we need to go fetch wine and bend the card. The deck that he handed us last time. Pull through until we find an ace. Bent it. They're getting suspicious. Let us go back. And then we have to also pour here. I believe it's also 2 hearts. Get the deck back. And we get to hear a little bit of a secret. 12 bottles of milk. Let's see. McGregor wouldn't like me to tell the king's stories. You should visit our old friend Aramis, the musketeer. Okay, a little reference maybe eventually to the 3 musketeers. We'll see who shows up in this story. So we have to play a 3rd round for more money. Two hearts and 2 diamonds. I'm going to mark the diamond because it has an ace in it. Maybe we get to see his little bent card trick. Not lightening her mood, it seems. Ooh, all for nothing. The cardinal. His father is the cardinal, his mother is the duchess? Okay, I mean... we basically stop at that ace. There's that pause. And we become quite loaded. There's definitely a return story here. As you can see, there's a second character, much like in this location here. But first we go to the inn and learn ourselves a new trick. Coins to be made. We're gonna have a seat ourselves. We're still gonna try to set up his hand. So we can just rehearse this trick. He's gonna do this peek deal where he's gonna show us the card. We're sitting next to him during the deal of our opponent, and we're here remember the highest card that he deals to him, and we're gonna signal him that card, both the suit and the value. So right now, King of Diamond is that highest card. And then to show him that it's a diamond, we put all our fingers down. And then to show that it's a king, we do a forward motion. And then he knows that the highest card our opponent has is the King of Diamond. We can repeat that one more time if you're confused. He's gonna do this little peek shuffle or deal, where he's gonna give us a peek of our opponent's card before he gives it to him, and we're gonna remember the highest card. That one there, Ace of Diamond. And then when it's our turn to play a card, We're gonna signal with our fingers what suit it is. And then depending on how we lay our card down, it's gonna tell him what card it is. 4 directions for laying the card down for Jack, Queen, King, Ace, the 4 highest cards, and then 4 fingers for the 4 suits. He's teaching us how to write. I mean, we do know how to write, we just can't spell very well. We write a journal, for God's sakes. Alright, let's try to fleece him. He takes the seat first. Sarian. So not quite the doctor, but we're going to entertain him with the game of cards to lighten his purse, and it's our turn to show up. Not suspicious at all that we're just joining in. Coming into the inn together. So as you can see, if we increase the bet amount, it will increase the suspicion meter from the start right away. The goal of the game is really to survive 3 rounds, so unless you're super confident about it, like going up this for 10 extra really makes no sense because the next round still defaults to 20, the base bet times 2, and then the round after that's 40. So if we just do 3 rounds, we win 70. Even if we do 20 here, essentially we're winning 10 more for making the difficulty quite steep, so I don't really think there's a reason to do that. And we're not that greedy. It looks like a king of spade. Yep, looks like that king of spade. And the king is a forward motion. An easy win. Doesn't like our medicine, huh? Yeah, it's basically 10 more, but you can see the bar increase here is a little bit lower, actually. If we want to bankrupt him, we can go here and go for a really smooth round, and then with 2 bars, I think we can clean him out. Queen of Diamond. That might be our card. Unless he gets something higher here for the last one. Ace of Diamond. Okay. Now we don't have to increase the suspicion meter, and we probably get to clean him out here. Ace of Spades, that's the one. Expensive but appreciated. We were not found out, and we kept the doctors away. Alrighty, so looking at the cards, seems like the Parliament's Cafe is back available, as we can get the round 2 here. And we can also check out our journal for our latest entries. The Baroness always knew the Comte have secret reason for our journey, but not this. Whispers of a scandal involving King Louis XV and 12 bottles of milk. We met the Baroness of B, we cannot spell. In her manor, she knew about the scandal, but didn't want to share. Now we must talk to a witness, a musketeer named Aramis. Okay, and then over here, we sat down at the table for the first time, cheated a gentleman, Sarian. All the cheating's making me uneasy. I guess so. And let's go back and maybe unlock Voltaire as that second character here. Back for another round. And we're learning new tricks. A sleight of hand and some skullduggery with a spare deck. So, he's going to give us a second deck. We're going to disappear. This one's a little bit complicated, but we'll explain it in the rehearsal. So we pour, he slips us a deck. We excuse ourselves. And we're preparing 5 cards. He's in the 4th position here. So he needs to have like the second card as we press down on it. But we have to remember the other cards as well, which we'll explain why. So let's say we give him, let's see, I would prefer a heart. Like say a Queen of Heart. And then, let's say we could take the 3. So we have the 5, the 3, the 2. And give us another heart. So 2, 3, 5, 8. And he has the queen. And we palm this. We go back to cut the card. And during the cut, we drop our palmed card on top. Now the deck has 2, 3, 5, 8 of heart plus the queen. He gets dealt the queen, but it has doubles of those cards. So to fix that, we have to do another deck swap. And also excuse us again. Then we have to find those exact cards again. So for the order of the other cards does not matter, but the order of the queen does matter. So the queen needs to be in this position as well. And then we need to get an 8 out of there. We need to get a 2 out of there. And finally a 3, which I think we saw earlier. And that's good. And then we palm it back to the deck that's missing those cards. And he basically secures himself 2 wins. Now the problem I see with this trick is that when you show the cards, those 5 cards will be available for everyone's hand in both rounds, and that's a little suspicious. We have arrived. So there's our 2 friends, Jean-Baptiste and Voltaire. So he's obsessing over a coin. He's practicing how to toss a head every time. He hasn't learned how to do it properly yet. Alright, Voltaire has something planned for us. He wants to see how we cheat. He found 3 rich folks, and we have to cheat without getting discovered. He's not going to give up the coin. The Reverend, the General, and the Madam. And the old ladies all want a piece of us. Alright, this is not a super easy trick, and we don't really need the money, we just really want to, you know, do well here. So we'll start small. We have to go excuse ourselves, but before we leave, he wants us to get us a pour. Now it's time to pick a suit. He's in first position, which means he gets the card last. We're looking for clubs. Want to give him that ace. 5, 8. All right, 2, 4, 2. Okay, 2, 4, 5, 8, and ace of club. 2, 4, 5, 8. Okay. And then we're here to cut. Alright, we'll stick with this. This is the tricky one because we had to find those exact cards. And we're not feeling well again. Alright, 2, 4, 5, 8, ace of club. That's a 2. He's not in this position. 2, 4, 5, 8. 4, win to 8, win to 8, win to 8. Oh, there's the ace. That works. There's doubles of each, right? Because these are duplicate cards. This is not suspicious at all, right? Just leaves, come back, cuts the card every time. Now for this third round, we can go for the cleanup, because I think, we can do it within 2 bars and a half. I think the first round is when you don't increase, because you paid the most bar for each 10. Another excuse for us to leave. The good news is, this time we can do any 5 cards as long as we get the position right. He's still in 5th position, so we're just gonna give 4 garbage cards. Then give him a king. And we clean house. The lady thinks we're cheating, but the general believes we're not. Or believes he's not. And the reverend thinks we're fair as well. And it's our time to get out. He's still flipping that coin. Now this is another trick, the coin flip. Three times in a row, we win money. Right, the base bet is 10. We can increase it up to 40 times. So it's 40, 80, 160. We'll be extremely rich if we can pull this off. So we're gonna set it to heads. And then land it in the green. Seems easy enough, but each time it's going to get faster and the green's going to go down quicker. And there we have it. 910. Almost 1,000 in our pocket. And we have completed the Parliament's Cafe. The General. Help Voltaire with a moral experiment by playing against some drunks. The Comte said they will not remember what happened in the morning, so we'll milk them again. Oh, so we'll be back with them. And we have unlocked a few new locations. The hospice and the barn. The inn seems like there's a follow-up here. And there's also a follow-up here. So before we go to the new locations, we can go back to camp and donate some of our winnings. We don't need to be holding 910 on us. $360. We'll just out-donate him. We're using the Price is Right tactic, just a little bit over. So that much for just the orphanage. I guess the amount we have is ours and the Comte's money together, so we basically donated a good chunk of that. Not yet. Let's see if our dear friend over here has anything to say. Will he teach us something in return? No? Is this just us practicing here? Come on, 3 in a row. Alright, that's pretty much it with that. We're going to end our episode here. We'll come back and try out the new places and see what new characters we will meet. So, until next time, bye!